Today is 806th day that I'm here to lessons and learning. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about small wins. Very small, tiny, small wins. Sometimes we do not see the value of small wins, tiny wins, because we pursue some kind of massive vision, massive goal. But I think that sometimes we neglect to understand that small wins, tiny small wins, could be massive, could bring a massive results. Today we'll focus on 10 things that small tiny wins are able to change or improve or get some kind of results. That sometimes we neglect looking into really the value of tiny wins. Now, of course, we can say that maybe you are in a stage of life that you have massive results, massive achievements, and maybe those tiny small wins is not for you. Maybe you need to look into what other things that you're able to do. But maybe you're in a life where you don't have that big achievements. Maybe you don't have wins whatsoever. Because a lot of times people say, oh, you just need to pursue the 10x goal, like massive goal, because otherwise you will not be motivated to take action. And sometimes I will disagree. Sometimes I disagree with that. And I say that the biggest step that you're able to take is the smallest step. Because the smallest step will lead to bigger and bigger steps. So the biggest step they could take is the tiniest step. Because what the results are those tiny steps. So today we'll share 10 things that tiny, small goals, small achievements, small wins are able to give you. So number one is boosting confidence. So that means that if you, for a long time, you didn't get any results whatsoever, small tiny win could really boost that confidence, boost the energy. Now with new confidence, you're able to pursue bigger achievements, bigger events. That means if you don't have wins, how you can boost the confidence. So the easiest way to boost confidence is by wins. So it doesn't matter how small it is. So this tiny small win could really achieve the boosting confidence. Number two is changing mindset. That means that it might be that small tiny win will allow you to understand that maybe you're able to achieve things. Maybe you're able to really be positive. That means that you're able to start switch your mindset. You used to believe one thing, but now because you won, you're not able to see that you lose at everything. No, you have that small tiny win. The small tiny win could change to become massive win. So that means that you are able to start switching and changing mindset after the win. Because I'm not able to say that you are losing at everything. Number three is motivation and momentum. So it means that every single time when you win, you get some energy. That energy gives you motivation. And if you pursue and add that, and you pursue another win, that could create a massive momentum. And of course, with momentum, you can really destroy everything. Momentum is a massive power that you can achieve so many great things with it. Number four is validation of effort. And what that means? What means validation of effort? Now, one thing is that when people pursue massive goal, they could do work after work, grind after grind, hustle after hustle, and they still don't get any results. But now when you have a small goal, a small win, that means that you do the work, you do the effort, you hustle, and now finally you see some kind of small, tiny win. So small, tiny wins could validate that you're doing something right, you're doing something great, because that's how you got that small win at the first place. Number five is building resilience. So you validate that your effort is great. Now that potential could build you a lot of resilience because that small win could allow you to persevere and work until you will get a bigger win and bigger win and a bigger win. So small win could allow you to have that resilience because now you know that there is possible. There you have a possibility to improve, get better, have wins, have smaller wins, have bigger wins. So that small tiny win could allow you to build that resilience that you required to persevere during tough days. Number six is opening doors. And this is massive. It means when you have tiny win, people see that, people absorb it by that, and people are influenced by that. And they said, oh, this person was able to make that tiny win. what he could achieve in this project. Let's make it happen. Let's ask him for help, and let's make and open the door for that person because he wanted one thing. Because a lot of times winning is transferable skill. So if you want a small thing and tiny thing, that means you will win in big things. Well, a lot of times, of course, if you will do the same things that allow you to achieve that. That is, winning is a habit. So if you want a small things, you might win in the big things as well. Number 7 is setting a pattern of success. Setting a pattern of success. This is a massive as well. So it means if you allow yourself to build a habit of success and pattern of success, that means that you will be able to transfer the same things that you use to achieve that tiny win to massive win. So you just need to ask, okay, what really allowed me to achieve this win? What allowed me to really move forward and get results that I needed? And transfer those same things into some bigger things. Number 8 is enhanced risk taking. This is very, very important. When you think about rewards, results, risk is always included. So now when you enhance your risk taking, that means because you took a win, you took a very, very tiny risk, and you achieved something and you got a small win. Now because you have a small win under your belt, now it's like, if I was able to achieve that, that means I'm able to achieve something bigger than that, and then let's expand our comfort zone and take a little bit more risks, enhance that risk taking, and achieve bigger results. It's very important. Number 9 is improved self-image. And this is just byproduct of winning. Every single time that you win, it's almost impossible to think about it. If you win and your self-image goes down, it's impossible to think of it. So that means if we think about self-image, winning is amazing thing to really improve self-image. So it means I think that a lot of times when you need to improve self-image, sometimes we need to really pursue something tiny, small wins that we could put under our belt, because that will allow us to improve self-image. Now, of course, I understand that internal self-image is much more important, and we need to have internal small, tiny wins as well. So what kind of goals do you have set for yourself to win internally, to really be able to have that self-image? And the last one that I have is number 10, and probably the most important part from really tiny wins, that the impact is long-term impact. Long-term impact. So it means when we have that small, tiny win, I love the saying that it doesn't matter how small you start. What matters is how big you finish. It doesn't matter how small you start. What matters is how big you finish. And that means that when you started small and you really started with the tiniest possible win, as tiniest smallest goal, and you won it, pursued it, you build momentum, you pursued, and then when you really start making big massive goals and you achieve those big massive goals, and you really look into when did I start this? When did I start this journey? Sometimes you will realize that you started with a very small step taking forward. And then you start to appreciate every single small win, because you never know where that tiny small win could lead. And I think that that's why we neglect those small tiny wins sometimes, because we do not see how that potentially could transform into something massively huge. And I think that when we really start to see that how important is those small tiny wins, we could appreciate and be grateful for every single win that we have under our belt, and really pursue that and not see that massive goal. No, let's look into what kind of tiny goal, tiny achievement could allow us to build more energy, more confidence, more competence, because those things really allow you to pursue bigger things. It allows us to open bigger doors, bigger opportunities, and really achieve the big things that you always wanted. So I think that a lot of times we're not supposed to be afraid to pursue tiny goals, tiny achievements, tiny wins, because those tiny wins will open much more doors than sometimes really pursuing a massive goal and not achieving it and not getting any validation whatsoever. So I hope that when you think about your goals, I think that sometimes really breaking down that massive goal that you have set for yourself and you worked on it for 5 years, maybe there is something that you could potentially, in alignment with your vision, alignment with your goal, maybe you're able to break something out of that massive goal and really pursue a smaller goal right now, just to get that small tiny win that people could absorb, see what you're doing, appreciate what you're doing, and you could appreciate yourself what you're doing and build a belief and confidence that you could really use that energy to pursue that massive goal that you have set for yourself. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.